All right, guys. So I'm making this video, and I'm gonna show you some bikes here. These are my two bikes. Actually, I have a third one in there. That custom chopper. But anyway, so that is a 2019 CVO Road Glide, and this one is a 2023 Street Glide ST. So bought them both brand new. They were both stock, of course, when I bought them. This one, I did it myself. I put a 131 big bore kit. The seat, of course, the bars. The exhaust is Chrome Works 212. Let me show you the back. I think they fill out the back really good. They're 4.5 inch. This one is basically stock 117. Has the D&D 2-in-1 exhaust with ghost pipe on the left. LaPera seat, bars, of course. And I did put a Star 3030 cam in this. They both these bikes have the Power Vision tuner on them. What else does this one have? This one has Saddleman seat. Okay, so the reason for this video, so I just got done watching a video. I stumbled across it from a guy who's rode his bike, a 2020, I think he had, or has, I should say. Rode his bike in the garage, sat down on a little stool like I am now, and started talking, complaining about the car driving by on a Saturday. I think he complained about some birds flying by. I think he complained about the neighbor weed eating his yard. I mean, maybe would he complain about the neighbor not weed eating his yard? Who knows? Complaining about everything. So like I said, I bought these bikes, both brand new, did all the work myself. No complaints. Of course, this 2019 had the 2019 oil pump. It now has S&S oil pump, blah, 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 cam plate, everything. This 23 has original oil pump for 23, you know, the upgraded one. And the original cam plate does have different lifters because I put a cam in it, has a new cam bearing. They both have solid push rods because I went through the top end, did the work instead of using adjustables. I've used adjustable push rods in the past. They're perfectly fine. Anyway, so this guy, and so the guy, it's Harley Geezer. I think he goes by Harley Geezer. So he's sitting in his garage with his bike in the background, complaining about how he had to rebuild his entire bike because of all of the problems. And there are guys out there that talk about all the problems. Well, I don't know what to say about that. Again, I've got two different years, 19 and 23. My first one was an 18, traded in on this one. Like a little over a year after I owned it. I got $200 less than I paid for it a year and a half later on a trade-in on this one. I guess there's problems, right? But this guy he's talking about Harley board members. He's talking about that they're woke. I don't even, I'm old. My age, When somebody says somebody's woke, I think that's a good thing because at least they're not sleeping. Maybe I don't know what woke is. I would like my board members of things I buy that design things, that are in charge of the money, the business model, the R&D, the manufacturing, the production, the distribution. I think I want them to be woke and not like half asleep at work. But anyway, maybe I don't know what woke is. Who cares? I guess I don't want to know what woke is. Anyway, he's complaining about his tire is going through brake rotors every 5,000 miles. Went back and complained. It got to be a nightmare to any mechanic or dealership. He said he had a master mechanic friend check out the trueness of his wheel, the front wheel, I'm guessing. And the mechanic said it was bent. I don't know how he checked it. If it was his friend, he's probably going to find something that he could say was wrong with it. I think if the tire was so bent that it was wearing out your rotors at every 5,000 miles, I'm sure you would have felt that wobble going down the highway at 60, 70 miles an hour. Maybe he didn't brake 35 miles an hour ever when he rode it. I don't know. But yeah, supposedly the wheel was out of true. Maybe he just rides the front brake. I don't know. He's complaining about his cam. So I guess he did a stage 2. When his mechanic pulled the cam out, he was like, oh my God, look at this cam. It's all scored, the cam lobes. When I pulled the cam, isn't every cam lobe scored? It has marks. It has wear marks. They're riding on roller lifters. When I pulled the cam out of this, yes, it didn't look brand new, like a brand new grind on the cam lobes. It certainly had wear. When I changed the cam on this one, probably when it had between 500 and 1,000 miles, and it looked exactly, the stock cam I took out of this one at about 500 or 600 miles looked exactly like the cam out of this one that I took out when I built this motor at 16,000 miles. I did a friend's motor. He bought a bike like this one, a 23 Street Glide ST, and he wanted a big bore kit. He had like 600, 700 miles on the bike. I did the big bore kit right in there on that lift. And when I took his cam out, it looked exactly like the cam I took out of this bike at 15,000 miles and like the cam I took out of this bike at 700 miles. Cams are gonna have wear marks on them. It doesn't mean the cam lobes got smaller. It doesn't mean anything. It's called friction, and there's nothing wrong with it. This guy was complaining about everything. And I do hear some guys complaining about, don't buy Harleys, their company just went to hell. Look, they're machines, they're mechanical, and I am 1,000% satisfied with this one, and I'm 1,000% satisfied with this one. This one here has been to Sturgis twice, Tijuana once. This one has, right after I put that Star 3030 cam in this one, I think I owned the bike like 2 months. And last year, 2 months after I bought it, I went for a 30-day trip across the country. Went from state of Washington to all the way over to Chicago, down into Mississippi, Louisiana, back up through Texas, Colorado, Pikes Peak, Four Corners, Grand Canyon, Vegas, Hoover Dam, back up home. And I put like 10,000 miles on that thing. You know, I guess I can complain about a spot on the paint, or, ooh, what's that spot on the tire right there? That's got to be the board members' fault right there, right? Yeah, shouldn't they make it so these, yeah, it's definitely Harley's fault. Yeah, they should make it so I don't have to wash these things. Like, I guess they're using substandard paint, because shouldn't, when I ride it, it clean itself automatically? I gotta, maybe that's an issue. Oh, I did change oil in both of these bikes. Am I supposed to have to do that? Or is that something that I should the oil last like 100,000 miles? Maybe that's a problem. What other problems? Yeah, I don't know. Brake pads. Oh, I changed brake pads in this one. Haven't done them yet in this one. I wonder, yeah, that's got to be a problem. I think that guy might be right about the board members and the, was he saying they weren't woke or they were woke? Hell, I don't know. But yeah, if the brake pads, I should not ever have to change the brake pads, should I? Yeah, I think, you know what? Now that I'm thinking about this a little more in depth, I'm a little bit more focused on what I've done to these bikes. I'm thinking that guy might be right, because, yeah, I don't know. I think some people buy cars and never change their pads, never change oil. So, I don't know. I think maybe I've been doing it wrong. I don't know. But anyway, yeah, there is some sarcasm in this video. So anyway, so these are the bikes, guys. Oh, another thing. So like I said, this is let me get a closer view. This is the 131 big bore kit, so I changed all that. Inside that little thing there, that black cover, is a S&S oil pump and cam plate. I did measure my run out on the pinion shaft, aka crankshaft that sticks out of this end. The run out was less than 3/1000ths of an inch at, I don't know, probably 16,000 miles on the odometer for the original motor. The run out was less than 3/1000ths. With end play, it was about 3/1000ths, maybe slightly over 3/1000ths. So good enough for that S&S cam plate with the harder bushing on the inside, closer tolerance. And I am, not too distant future, I am going to take that motor out. Oh, before I say that, that cam in there is a Woods 77X. Okay, I am going to take that motor out and put in a different motor. It is going to be the S&S MK136. So that being said, that motor is going to come out and be for sale. Don't know how much I'm going to ask. I might just put it up and say best offer. So that motor right there, the bottom end, of course, has the 16,000 miles on it. The cylinders, heads, everything else in there that you build when you put a big bore kit on there, has about 1,600 miles on it. So that will be for sale. And let me start this thing up so you can hear it. I do like this exhaust. It's not too loud. Let's see if I can put this thing in neutral. It's kind of on a hill. Oh. Okay. All right. So yes, that motor will be for sale. All right. My next video is probably going to be this coming Saturday, so 6 days from now. Me and a friend of mine, we're leaving here, Washington, going down through Colorado, $1 Million Highway, then to Four Corners, then to the south rim of the Grand Canyon, and back up through Vegas and back home. About 2 weeks. All right, guys. Hope you got something out of the video. I think I did. I gotta revisit the oil change and the brake pads, and I probably shouldn't even have to replace all that, but sarcasm again. All right, thanks for watching.